If you're thinking about retiring and moving to CantaMia in Goodyear, Arizona, today I'm going to go over some of the home pricing with you to let you know what the cost of living is, how much it might cost to buy a home here on the resale market or even a brand new home. So stay tuned, I will be right back. Hi, I'm Kelley Norton, your AZ Realty lady at EXP Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. Hey, welcome to my channel. I am Kelley Norton. I'm known as the AZ Realty lady. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I am a Valley native and I've been selling real estate here for, 23 years now. And I'm a broker here at EXP Realty, and I help people that look to relocate to or within the Phoenix and surrounding areas. And today our video is going to be giving information to those of you who might be thinking of retiring in Arizona and in a 55 plus active adult community. So the community that I'm going to give you a tour of some of the floor plans and homes that have sold recently is CantaMia. Now CantaMia is out here in Estrella Mountain Ranch. It's a little confusing for some folks because you have the city of Goodyear, which is outside of Phoenix. And then inside Goodyear, you have several different master plan communities, including Pebble Creek is another active adult community. And this one is CantaMia, but it's inside of a master planned all age community called Estrella Mountain Ranch. Now out here, you are going to be able to have the amenities of your CantaMia age restricted. And then if you wanted to have the ability to use the clubhouses over at Estrella Mountain Ranch, that there is an additional fee for that. But you do still have to pay 2 HOAs. So I will talk about that here in a little bit. And we'll even talk a little bit about some of the taxes that you'll pay out here as well. This is a community that has water, it has lakes, a lot of beauty. There's a golf course over in Estrella Mountain Ranch. So a lot to do out here, and I want to give you kind of an idea of what the homes cost. So today we are going to tour some of the resale homes that have sold here in the last 6 months. So this first house here, we're going to start from smallest to largest, least expensive to most expensive. So this one here is on Cedarwood, and this home here is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Now this floor plan does not have a den. It is just the 2 bedrooms and a 2-bath. And this is the staccato model. And the staccato model is not offered currently to be built. This is one where if you want it, you would need to buy it on the resale market. This home that you see here is about 5 years old. And you can see that they offered granite for the countertops, where if you buy a home newer now, you would have the quartz countertops. The cabinets might be, to some, seem a little bit of a dated color. It's more of that lighter maple kind of color, which now it's in for it to be kind of white or really dark. Those are kind of the trending colors. So a little bit different with your finishes on some of these homes that were built about 5 years ago. Now, the community here does have homes that were built, say, 2014, 2013. So we're going to see that today. We're going to see a variety of homes. This one just happens to be 5 years old. Now, the lot size on this one is about 5,000 square feet. And the taxes for 2023 on this home were $1,675. With this home only being 1,220 square feet, this is the least expensive home that is sold on the resale market here in CantaMia, and this home sold for $366,500. So when you're looking at pricing on some of these homes, you might say, the square footage isn't that different. Why is there such a drastic change in price? So there are varying factors when you're looking at pricing of a home. Some of those can be the location, whether it backs to a street, whether it backs to a commercial area, whether it backs to the beauty of a lake, the mountains, water. In this community, obviously, if it does back to the water and you have a view fence there, you're going to have more of a premium lot. I do have one of those that has sold here in the last 6 months that I will give you a tour of. And you'll be able to see what that water view and view fencing looked like from the backyard. So this next home that I'm going to tour for you is going to be one that actually back to the street. So you are going to see a little bit of a difference there in pricing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next home. So this beautiful home here that you see on 175th Lane, this home was built in 2014. So this is one of the more original builds out here in the community. And a little bit of a history tidbit for you. This community used to be called Province. So when they first were selling these homes, they were the Province community. And this is one of the original homes. This is the Ballad floor plan. And this floor plan is 1724 square foot. And this home sits on just under a 6,000 square foot lot. Now, this house actually sold for $399,900, but I will tell you this particular home backed to CantaMia Parkway. So again, when we're looking at what type of lots we want and pricing, this home, decent square footage, decent home. However, it did have the busier community road behind it. Now, there's not a traffic light on either side of this street because it is inside your guard-gated CantaMia community, but it would have a little bit more traffic passing by behind your fence there. So that is something to keep in mind. Every lot is different. That's why it's so important to make sure that you do kind of walk around, see what's behind a fence, and check out these different lots. Now, this home, you can notice here, does have kind of an outdated color of cabinets and granite countertops. And really, it's up to you if you feel that that's outdated. I actually think it looks nice, but for some people, they might be wanting that real trendy color, which is like the white cabinets or the dark cabinets with the contrasting quartz counters. So getting a home that's, almost 10 years old is going to be the 10-year-ago color scheme. So something to keep in mind. Now, if you're curious what the taxes are on a home like this home in 2023, the tax bill was just over $2,100. Okay, so this next home here on Amber Ridge is a Marcato floor plan, which they do currently sell this floor plan. And this home is exactly what I was mentioning in the last home tour, that it has that contrast. It has the darker cabinets and the lighter countertops, and then a nice neutral color for the tile flooring, kind of that wood look plank tile flooring. So your square footage on this home is sitting at 1612 square feet with 2 bedrooms and a den. So really kind of that perfect middle size home. And one thing to let you know, CantaMia does not have these huge 3,000, 3,500 square foot homes like you might find in like Pebble Creek or some of these other communities, even like Victory at Verado. They do have more of the kind of, I would say, middle of the road size floor plans, with a couple floor plans that are larger in that mid 2,000 square foot range. So this home was built in 2021, so almost 3 years ago. Still feels like a brand new home when you're looking at the photos. And also the backyard was all turf, so didn't have a chance for the trees to really grow in yet. They'd put a couple trees and of course turf throughout the backyard. So depending on what people finish off a home with in the backyard and in the interior, that's also going to be one of those contributing factors to the pricing. So again, this one sold at $423,000 and $423,000. And didn't have any shutters inside the home. It had just blinds, but no shutters. So missing some of those interior finishes that you are going to see in some of the homes that we're going to tour next. Thank you so much for watching. The video is not over yet, but I would like to urge you to subscribe to the channel if you like the content that I'm sharing with you. And also subscribe to the channel. That way you are notified when I put up new videos. And I do have other videos on CantaMia and Estrella Mountain Ranch. And one of my CantaMia videos even has an interview with one of the residents. So feel free to watch that video to learn more about CantaMia as a community in whole. More video to come. So the next 2 homes that I'm going to give you a tour of actually have view lots. One of them has a view where you have a common area behind, but still have a view fence. And the other one is going to be a water lakefront property where you have the lake out the back with the view. So these are going to be two to give you an idea of what something with a view lot has. And you will see a significant price change here going from our low 400s. Now we're going to be jumping up a bit. So this next home here is the Pado floor plan, also known by a lot of folks that I take out to the community as the potato floor plan. It's just easier for people to remember. They say, which one is that? The potato? Yeah, just call it the potato. We know what you're talking about. So 1938 square feet on the Pado, 2 bedrooms and a den in this floor plan. This is actually a pretty popular floor plan. A lot of my clients that see this one really love it. And this particular home that sold sat on just over a 7,000 square foot lot, and again does have a view fence. So this is one that has a view fence to a common area. So you can still see some homes behind that fence, but you do have kind of a buffer in between the houses. Now, some of these common area view fence lots will have a walking path down in between the homes. This particular one, I don't believe it's one that backs to that. So, but it does give you that feel of not being right up on someone else. So you have some space there between the neighbors. You can still see them off in the distance, but they're not right there in your backyard. And remember, a lot of 55 plus communities, you don't have a fence at all. So these, what I'm showing you, these have fences. And so you're not just open to your neighbors. So say Pebble Creek, in Verrado, in Sun City Festival, you're open to your neighboring lots. So that's something to keep in mind. If that's something that's important to you, CantaMia, you can get lots that have the block fence. And you also can in Heritage at Asante. The taxes on this home in 2023 were $23,818 for the year. So gives you an idea of the taxes. Now your CFD for this community is built in to the taxes. So slightly higher elevated taxes because you do have that community facilities charge. That's what is taxed to different areas because of all the beauty that you have in the area. So the lakes and the parks and the greenery and all of these, also in Estrella Mountain Ranch, both of these areas are all part of that. So you'll have slightly elevated taxes. Now this home here sold for $575,000. I will have you note, however, look at this adorable putting green in the backyard and the huge extension on the patio. So they've really done a great job with adding some extras to this home. So this next home on 180th Drive is the most expensive home that is sold on the resale market here in CantaMia in the last 6 months. And this home here, 1913 square foot, does sit right on the water. This home was built in 2020, so you can see a lot of the interior finishes on this home are the more modern choices. Definitely beautiful 48-inch wood plank tile flooring in almost the entire home. I think they just have the bedrooms here with the carpet. And they've done some really beautiful upgrades to this kitchen. They've carried the granite backsplash all the way up, more of a gourmet style kitchen. One thing to note about this community is you do have gas available. So gas, you want that for cooking, you want that for your dryer, you do have gas available. Not all communities in Arizona offer gas, so something to keep in mind. Now this home does back to the lake, and you will notice out here in the backyard how they have a pavered back patio. And they also have turf and some rocks and some trees and that view fence that goes out to the water. So this is another example of the difference in lots and views out here in CantaMia. And this home sold for $615,000. This is a great layout with the 2 bedrooms and a den and very nicely appointed with upgrades. This one has a pretty decent lot sitting just a hair under 7,400 square foot for the lot. It's actually, I believe, 7,399 square foot for the lot. So you'll see a lot of space here in the backyard. It is a corner lot. This definitely was a premium lot when it was purchased. And at $615 for that square footage and the view and being a corner lot, seems like a pretty good price for that home. So just to recap here, we had several different homes that we looked at, different locations, different year built, that are going to give you a varying price point. Now, if you are interested in building homes in this community, they are definitely still lots available. There aren't any in the section by the water. So if you are looking for a waterfront lot, the areas that they're building the new construction are not on the water, but they do have some that have either mountain views, or they will have some common area that it can back to, somewhat like you saw with the home I showed you 2 houses ago. Somewhat like that Pado floor plan home that I showed you, where there was kind of that common area behind the home. So they do have lots like that. They have corner lots, they have larger lots. So just depends what you're looking for. And if you are wanting to walk through the models, just feel free to reach out. In Arizona, your agent does need to be with you in order for that builder to, the builder and the builder broker to pay for our commissions. So just make sure, if you want representation, which I definitely recommend that you do have your own representation, since the builder represents the agent inside the models represents the builder. So again, just call me, text me. It's the best way to reach me, and I'd be happy to go with you. Now, one thing to mention to you as well is that your HOA dues, promised at the beginning of the video that I would go over the HOA dues. So CantaMia is $210 that you would have for your monthly HOA dues, which is going to give you the use of all of the facilities there. You have the pool, there's an indoor pool, outdoor pool, the beauty of the lakes, you have fitness centers. So again, watch my full complete video on CantaMia for more information and a detailed walkthrough of the community. But $210 there, and then the Estrella Mountain Ranch community fee is $70. That does not include the use of their facilities though. They have 2 clubhouses there, does not include that, and it does not include the yacht club. Yes, they do have a yacht club over in Estrella Mountain Ranch. Again, you are welcome to get memberships to those, but that's in addition. So you've got $210 plus $70 for a total of $280 a month if you want to live in CantaMia. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to take a tour of this gorgeous community or any of the model homes, just reach out, call me or text me. It's the best way to reach me. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel and click that little bell. That way you're notified when I put up new videos. And remember, in Arizona, your agent does need to be with you on your first visit to the model homes. So just call me, we'll talk about what your needs are and figure out if this community or maybe another one is right for you. Take care until next time.